We've seen the first game of the 2024 Women's Africa Cup of Nations, and it was ecstatic with the late goals, crazy fun atmosphere, getting jubilating, and football winning in the end. Here's my full matchday experience for the 2024 WAFCON opener between Morocco and Zambia.
I don't know what I'm doing.
At this point, I am late, extremely late for the opening game. I only hope and pray that I can make it on time and witness everything. That's my prayer, please. The stadium was actually 57 kilometers from where I stayed. So I first had to book a car to get to the train station, where I also have to book a ticket for about $3 at the train station to Rabat, where the game is being played. In the train, it's a bit difficult to navigate your way around if you're not a local because there are no clear display signs in English, most especially indicating the stops, unlike the How train in South Africa, where you can just look at the sign on the train and know that that's your final destination. This time, I had to be looking at Google Maps just to be sure that I was where I am supposed to be. But it was a very nice and also very fast and affordable means of traveling from one city to the other without even breaking the bank. I actually saw the stadium whilst I was in the train, but that was not a stop, so the train couldn't stop there. I had to go all the way to the end and then take a car back to the stadium. So I finally got to the train station in Rabat, where, as I mentioned earlier, I have to take one more car before I get to the Rabat Olympic Stadium for the football match. And we were in the car heading off to the stadium. Getting closer to the stadium alone brought that fever of a tournament. And when we arrived, well, you could see people moving in numbers to the stadium, even though it was about 3 hours away from kickoff. The Moroccan fans themselves were trying to energize the atmosphere, and you could show that a tournament is here, which is the WAFCON. A friend of mine actually decided to help me with tickets for the game. Charlie, so many good people are on this side. But when I set off, just what happened over here. Yes, I actually tripped and almost fell, but thankfully I was safe. Then came the moment, the first view at the stadium. It was calm and fans were moving in slowly trickling into the stadium. Then we had the players come to inspect the pitch. A few fans had entered at this point, all holding their flags and waving it. And of course, doing Morocco. But I actually had some short videos to edit and post on my socials before kickoff. And finally, we got the opening ceremony. Performances, dances, and everything was included in this colorful opening ceremony. When it was the turn of the anthem, some Moroccans were actually nice enough to stand up while Zambia's anthem was being played. Then it got to the turn of Morocco. The whole stadium vibrated in chorus, singing it out very loudly. So the game was about to start, and even before anybody could settle, this was a sudden mood at the stadium because Morocco had conceded the first goal after just 58 seconds. A few minutes later, however, this happened, and the stadium came back to life after the referee indicated he was going for a VAR check. And when she gave a penalty, everyone started jubilating, including the kids. There were more jubilations when Morocco finally got the equalizer. The excitement was, however, very short-lived, with Morocco going down again to Zambia. This time, the Zambian fans completely owning the atmosphere. It was chance after chance, but miss after miss for Zambia, who couldn't get that cushion of a goal. At this point, the stadium was fairly occupied, and the fans were actually hoping for a miracle. There was more pressure from Morocco in the second half, and that pressure finally paid off late in the game when Gislen Shabak, who is the captain of Morocco, showed her individual quality to get a killer, which resulted in the equalizer. The game ended in a 2-2 draw after 90 minutes, with both sides showcasing their attacking prowess. And after 90 minutes, it's all these people in thousands who attended the game and going back home. A beautiful day in Rabat, Morocco at the 2024 WAFCON opening ceremony.